Hello and welcome to the Pembroke Pines Book Club. Today we have a full complement of readers for our new Anita Shreve book called Testimony. We have Anita Schechter and Anita Shreve.
I helped her with the book a little.
We have Bea Pilch, who's new to our group. Welcome, Bea.
Thank you.
And Gloria McCluskey, who's always interesting to listen to. Hi, Gloria.
Thank you. Hi.
I like this book. I like the way Anita Shreve writes to begin with, but I found this an interesting premise.
Can we discuss the book?
Absolutely, let's
It
discuss
starts
the
off
book.
at a boarding school that parents had wanted their children to go to be educated, and the children are supposed to go on to a better college, a better university. They're talented children. And suddenly one day they decide to have a pornographic sexual encounter with just a small group. But the problem is that somebody has a camera. They pick up a camera and they take pictures and they take the movies of what's happening. And that not only destroys the children, destroys the family, and almost destroys the school.
And of course, there's one other thing that was left out. The fact is that they had been drinking very heavily. And the girl that was involved was very, not only willing, but she was coaxing the boys to continue, and she would take care of them.
Yeah, and then she cried rape.
Yeah,
Exactly.
So-
There
Exactly.
was one boy, he came from a farming family, so he was not quite of the caliber that some of the kids in the school were.
Right.
And he had some other issues, so you didn't know why, because it was very much out of character for this boy to have been
For all
involved
of
in
them.
this.
Right. For
It was
all
out
of them.
character.
But the other interesting part that I didn't recall from her other book is she wrote it, almost each chapter was about one of the characters.
Right.
And then she
Almost
would
as
go-
though they were
and
telling it.
speaking to you in the
Yeah.
first person, and she would go back and forth, so it was not difficult to follow.
No.
And I thought it made it easier to follow, and it was a unique perspective in letting you know these characters,
Well,
who
said
they
it
were,
was easy.
how they felt, what they thought, how they became where they were at the moment. So I really enjoyed the book, and you never really quite knew where it was going.
No.
You know,
Well,
again,
as Anita said,
Again.
Absolutely.
again,
she did her Anita
The
Shreve
end.
twist.
Mhm.
And really destroyed so much and so many of them.
Yes, so
They
many
were-
people.
How do you go back? Everyone points to there goes the girl and there goes.
And I
They
don't
were
think
all
it was the
destroyed.
boys'
They
fault.
were.
It
Any
was-
of the boys.
It's about
She
her
was afraid
behavior.
of her parents finding out that she was involved in a sex party. So that's why she told
said
all the
great.
lies.
And the other part of that was the headmaster, because you learned how he got there. And he, of course, had some issues in his background.
And he wanted to protect
and
his
he
school.
Yes, in hindsight, you would think, I guess he thought in a way that protecting the school, perhaps the first thing, as you say, himself and his wife's, whatever their relationship was.
Yep.
But, so I think you could argue both ways, but in the end,
It destroyed them all.
destroyed everybody.
Now the young man just happened to see the camera there, and he picked it up and he took all the movies of
That's
it
right. And put it on the internet.
and put it on the internet.
The author made a very, very good statement by showing that lust and bad decisions for the moment
Can ruin your life.
can ruin your whole life.
Absolutely.
Not only theirs,
Sure.
but their families
Well,
Everybody.
it's
and
like-
everybody who
everyone.
was involved.
It's like you throw a
And there's a
pebble,
sadness there that you could not miss by any means.
because some people
Anyway,
were so
go out and
hurt
buy the
for
book.
no fault of their own, in a way.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
Read the book.
we're saying, read Testimony. It's worth reading. Libraries have it. The bookstores have it. Can probably get it on an ebook. And we recommend that it's worth reading. It's called Testimony, and it's by Anita Shreve. So for OCTV, I'm Elaine Kugelman, and thank you for joining us today, and thank you, Anita, Thank you, B, and thank you, Gloria, for doing this review, and I'm so glad we all enjoyed it.